Hello snazzy monkeys, welcome back to another video. It is me, your snazzy monkey, and I'll be telling you some tips and tricks on how to get out of each rank you are stuck in. So personally, I am a Diamond 4, I just hit it this season, I'm really proud of myself, and with this realization I was thinking I could help other Plats get out of Plat and finally hit Diamond like I did. However, I thought I'd make this a more expansive video and make it about each rank individually. Alright, so we're going to be starting with Bronze here. Bronze, literally just play the game. Even you could just play pubs. Pubs are better learning. It's a much better learning experience to just play pubs because you gain no matter what, and you're gonna find some people that just don't know how to play the game. At the same time, you might face a lot of alt accounts, somebody who's good at the game that's just trying to get out of bronze and, you know, get to where their main is. A lot of streamers like to go from bronze to GM, or sorry, bronze to master. My bad. Anyways, what I'd say is you should if you really want to push in ranked, instead of going straight into bronze, try to practice a little more in pubs, try to get some movement stuff down, you know, your slide jumps, try to do some wall hops even. You never need to really get good at those, just try to get some slide jumps down, know how to move just kind of get in the flow, know how to get in the flow, and also maybe work on your aim. But if you want to get out of bronze, literally just play, you don't lose anything for playing. Alright, and then we have silver. Now this rank you do have to pay, but it's kind of the same thing as bronze. You only lose 12 a match and you literally have to get like 1 kill and you basically lose nothing. So same tips, learn how to play, but in this game mode you should start trying to really learn what each character's ability does and how you can work with your team with each ability, because you don't need to know per se, but you should try to start thinking in the back of your head, well, how can I use this to better my position, or always be thinking about position. And right now you do not need to worry about your mechanical skill, and then movement, still keep working on that, but really you just need to figure out how to play the game. You're still learning. Alright, you've made it to gold. Now, in gold, this is where you actually have to start trying a little bit. You lose 24 a game, so there actually is kind of a price penalty, and you can end up getting stuck in the higher end of gold. So my tip is, this is when you really need to start working on positioning. You win games and you lose games just based off positioning. If you are in a bad spot, you lose, because in the end, they're going to start playing characters that work well with each other. Like, per se, you get the low ground and you fight a caustic. You lose. It's unfortunate, but you do. So, you should try to focus on getting the better position than your enemies might have and always go for the high ground. Know when to fight and when not to fight. Third parties are a huge important part of this game, and you really need to be aware of, should I third party or should I not third party? Well, it's not as important in this rank, it gets very important in Plat. As well as this, you should really start working on your mechanical skills. I'd say go into the firing range, maybe work 10 minutes on just shooting those bots, maybe use a wingman with no attachments, use an R99, just start to figure out the recoil, get the guns down, get everything you need down, work on guns you're not really good at, then hop into pubs, maybe play like 3 or 4 games, start to feel like, you know, you're getting good, you're getting warmed up, and then jump into ranked. Don't just jump into ranked. Alright, you have made it to Plat. Now, this is when the game starts getting a little serious. You lose 36 a game. That's a lot. You have to get a good amount of kills at the start if you don't want to lose anything. So, my tip is that you need to start learning how to take fights, when to take fights off the rip, when to take fights during the game and late game. These are some very important parts. As well as this, you need to really start getting better mechanically. If you're not up to par with the other people at your rank, you need to learn how to get up to par. You need to start figuring out when I need to play, where I need to play. Like, usually I don't play ranked until I start feeling cracked, and by that I mean like I go into the fire range, I shoot at some bots, and then I go into pubs, and when I start hitting shots more often, just because I start off and I miss shots a lot. That's just what it is for everyone. It's like every sport, you gotta warm up, you gotta stretch. But once I get into the groove, I can start to go play ranked, and that's when I start to do really good. Now, never play heated. Never ever play this rank heated. What you will end up doing is dropping hundreds and hundreds of points. What you need to do, if you start to notice yourself feeling heated, play a game, take a 10-minute break. Play a game, take a 10-minute break. One time, I went from Plat 4 to Plat 2 in about a night because I just played a game, took a break, played a game, took a break, played a game, took a break, and it worked. Now, back to the mechanical skills. You really need to start working on your movement. Your movement, even though you've been improving it, it needs to get better. Your slide jumps, while they're great, you need to start doing more. You need to start doing some wall hops. You need to start integrating stuff into fights. Like, I still have to work on this myself. Sometimes I move a little too slow during a fight and I get caught out. That's why when I go into the fire range, I work on my movement. Furthermore, there's some stuff you need to work on with your teammates. You need to find good teammates. Personally, I like to solo queue, but whenever I find a good team, I try to see if I can team up with them again. Like, you need to find teams that can communicate. You need to communicate yourself. If your team isn't communicating, you need to become the leader. You need to be assertive, and I'm sorry, it's just gonna have to happen. And then, what I said in gold about taking fights, this is where it really matters. No matter what, you will 90% of the time get third-partied. It doesn't matter what you think, how many teams left, you will 90% of the time be third-partied, especially on Olympus and on Kings Canyon. They are third-party centrals, and you also need to know where to fight. You need to look at the battle that's happening, because usually you're going to be the one third-partying. You never really engage a team unless it's like forced. So what you need to do is you need to look at the fight, who has the high ground, who has the better positioning, then you try to sneak up on that position and try to take that from them, because what you can do is shield swap real quick after winning that fight, and you can take the other team who's in the worst position. Along with this, you should start trying to combine like teammate ult, like let's say use Horizon Caustic or like Bangalore Horizon, like stuff like that. Really simple, it doesn't really matter. But all of this, like crypto and stuff, like this is when those plays can win you team fights really easily. Alright, now you've made it to Diamond, and instead of telling you how to get out of this rank, because I'm in the rank, I can't really do much, I will tell you about what I'm trying to do to get out of Diamond. So, my general plan right now for me to get out of Diamond is really hammering my mechanical skills. I have noticed from playing in Diamond that mechanical skills shoot up instantly, because once you hit Diamond, it starts matching you against Masters and shit. There's no cap. So what I need to work on and what you need to work on is your mechanical skill. You need to start maybe using an aim trainer or just spend a lot more time in that training area. Just hammering in your mechanical skills, hitting your shots, doing better, and that's just really how you get it done. Movement. I need to get better at movement myself. I need to start learning some tech and learning how to use it in games, and it's just going to take time to learn. I'm going to do that over the summer. It's going to take some time, but eventually, once I get good enough, I'll start winning those fights that are very crucial, those 1v3s. It needs to be done. And finally, I mean, I know I preached about taking fights, but you're always learning when and when not to take fights. I have lost games by taking fights. I personally, I make mistakes. We all do. So we really just got to practice on making the right decisions, fighting the correct battles, and fighting them well. Because sometimes I get a little sweaty and I mess up and I end up losing the fight all because of that. So really just get out of Diamond and finally into Masters. We just need to work on our positioning, our movement, and our aim. And I think the most important thing here is position. Because winning the game off of position is a lot more easier than winning the game off of aim. You're not It's Timmy, you're not Imperial How. You have to win this game off of positioning. Because what you do, take the high ground and you instantly win. That's usually how it works. Alright, thank you guys so much. That was my tip guide to getting through each rank. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.